With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On play action, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit. And now they're out executing.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Here's McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down. They'll run with a former LSU Tiger. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He was brought down by Foyesade and Luikin. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Looking to throw McCarthy. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Joshua Hines-Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete, it's Dotson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The Jaguars at 5-9 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
We're at 23.
Again, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stop.
And it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. Brenton Strange. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Point after, right down the middle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Jaguars 14, Vikings 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On play action, Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hey, Lion. Son, son. Think right open. Hey, kill.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, 70 Lions.
the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go. COVID-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Red on red. This is St. Frank.
Lawrence will throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the set. Decent.
That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Hey, Soko, hot. Silver.
They go option right on second and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go.
On third and goal, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's second and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, son. Silver.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Go, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
20, Vikings 10.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger. Zach.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 3rd and 9.
All right, let's go. Son. Stay right open. 11, again.
Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Lisa, 24. 13, Luke. Son, this is hot. 11. Here we go, son.
Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
If It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hey,
looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Now. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on first down. Knapp shreds him with a stiff arm. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rob.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw right side. Pulled in by Hunter. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On red.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll get this out to Tootin. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashal Tootin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Vikings.
Up the middle they go. Now, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never were crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. A gain there of 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hawks, 7 Hawks.
They'll look to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McCarthy going to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
70 Lions.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Jacksonville, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.